The power of love can make a blind man see, can bring a man to his knees. The power of love can make a sultan grieve, can make a skeptic believe. The power of love can make a gangster cry, can make a loser try. The power of love can make a strong man weak, can make a bigot meek. The power of love can make a coward brave, can make a hero afraid. The power of love can make a miser give, can make a dead man live. From a song by T-Bone Burnett. And today's theme is power. And you can look at your relationship and you can ask, who is the strongest in the relationship? And who is the weakest? And traditionally, the one who has the most to lose is known as the weakest one. So the woman, if she loses her security, well, is she then the weakest? If the man loses the children, who's the weakest? So it's a good idea to look at a relationship and say, hey, who's got the most to love, the most to lose? And luckily in quite a lot of relationships these are mixed well in, so both has a lot to win to be in the relationship, and they also have a lot to lose. Now if you have this in a couple relationship, you are very dependent on each other, so you are putting all your eggs in one basket in this relationship. Now actually, by being more people, you are not so dependent on each other in the same way. You're not dependent on one person, you are dependent. It becomes more of an organism, the way I see it. If we're looking at BDSM, this is a consensual way of having a power agreement in relationship. So either you are dominant, or you are sub, or you are masochistic, or you are sadistic. And this is about pain, and basically you don't want to hurt anybody without an agreement. So consent is very important. So they actually made an agreement, this is what we want, this is what I accept. And I think that if somebody is not listening and hurting, that is not going to be a very lasting relationship. Because you have to be very, as far as I know, you have to be very observant on the one receiving the pain, and you have to pick up the signals, if this is okay, can you go further, and so on. In many ways you can say that it is the one who's receiving the pain who's actually in charge, at least in some of the relationships that I have been in where that has been an element. So how is the power dynamics in your relationships? Who is saying yes? Who is saying no? Who is saying let's go? Who is saying wait a little? In many relationships there is the power of veto, power to veto. So you can say no to your partner if he or she is seeing somebody that you feel is not good for the relationship. And sometimes it can be quite justified. Hey, this person is behaving badly to some friends of mine, and I don't want that into the relationship. Or I give you a veto on this partner because we don't know anything about his sexual history, and unless that is cleared up, I don't want to see you with this person. So basically a veto is not a no, it is more like slow down the process and take a look at what's happening. Another power in relationship is economy. So if somebody has more money, how do you balance that with somebody who has less money? If you have different buying power, how does that function? So we're living in a world where football players get more paid than nurses, and where mother is basically not worth very much in a lot of cases unless this person has a rich husband or has some kind of economy. So basically, look at that. Who is bringing the money in? Does that change if somebody is bringing in more money than another? We can also look at the power of love, and it's not always rational. It does not always make sense. I love you, I want you, I'm crazy for you. And we also know that, well, love made me do it. So we can keep on looking at what love is in this. What is the power of love? What is love making you do? We then go into sexual power. Who is the one in your relationship saying yes? Who is the one saying no? Or who is the one saying, let's do it anyway? I mean, look at the balance. Who's the one pushing? Who's the one pulling? Who's the one stopping? Who's the one So, again, if you want to take a look at it in your life, it's how is the power balance in your relationships? How is the economic balance in your relationship? Can money compensate for other lacking qualities? Sexuality, can attractiveness be a part of a sort of economy? And what is the value of love compared to money? So, I think that's about it. Enjoy yourself.